Hello, guys. Yes, you're like welcome to Pinax News and it's daily trends. And when I sit down, I give you the juicy bit of the news. Yes, when I sit down, everything entertainment and gossip, I dissect into the issues, give you the intricate and minute details of the story. Now, let's get started. 2face Idibia has actually edged, the Nigerian drug law enforcement agency to actually strengthen the fight against drug abuse. Now, popular Nigerian musician 2face Idibia, known as Innocent Idibia, has called on the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency to strengthen its fight against drug abuse as the country prepares for their election. Now, Nigerian barely have like 36 days, some few days to their election, and poils to that, musician 2face Idibia and his foundation have actually reached out to the streets to actually tell them to stop engaging in violent acts during election and sometimes after election. Now, musician 2face Idibia is actually very popular for his hit songs. His hit songs like Fire and African Queen. Yes, for those of you who do not know who 2face Idibia is, he is the songwriter, a singer, a prolific singer, and he's actually very popularly known for his hit songs like Fire and African Queen and other hit songs. Now, people have actually started talking, like the streets have actually, been getting some kind of funny reaction after 2face actually preached something like, trying to let the National Drug Enforcement Team strengthen or tighten the legalization against drug abuse. So here in Ghana, we have the Food and Drugs Authority, and in Nigeria, this is the National Drug Law Enforcement. So here, let me just break it down for you to understand. So FDA, Food and Drugs Authority here in Ghana, are the people or the body that watch over our products here, such as narcotics and other products we use on the market. And in Nigeria, the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency are equally responsible for that. So, as I said earlier, Nigerians are going to the polls in some few days, and some celebrities or people, public figures, are admonishing citizens to be very decorous and circumspect of their actions during and after the elections, and that's what Mr. Idibia has been preaching. So yes, after he actually said people should be cautious and decorous and not engage in violent acts and drugs and all of that, people said, Massa, keep quiet. 2face, they say make una shut up, like just keep quiet. That's not the most important thing. They say I should tell you, say make una solve your own house matter. Like they say, leave the street alone. The street is not for you. Like actually, drugs, like you do more drugs than they do. Like I am not the one saying no, I beg. Like that's what the street has saying. So my producer is actually going to give you some pictures and videos actually from 2face, who is now advising people to be very circumspect of drugs and all of that during this election. So yes, those are the pictures you see over there. Quite interesting. So yes, this one is heavy smoking, like 2face. So this one that you are telling people to be circumspect and not involve themselves in drugs and all of that. Just look at yourself, brother. Ah, they say practice what you preach or preach what you practice. You get it. So if this picture, someone sees it, the person might not know that, okay, maybe it's an old video or it's an old picture or something. They might even assume that it's current. So if you don't practice what you preach, or you won't practice, or you won't preach what you practice, my brother, just shut up. So the street is telling me, because I have the platform, the street is telling me to tell you, 2face, wherever you are, to keep quiet, shut up, and solve your marital affairs. That reminds me. They said I should actually tell you to actually solve your marital issues with an Annie Idibia. For those of you who do not know who Annie Idibia is, no, she is the wife to musician 2face Idibia, and the two, for some funny reasons, every day or every month or two, these people always are in the trends. Sometimes Annie Dibia actually comes out to cry. She does live. She comes on live and she actually talks about her marital issues and how Two Face is having so much of infidelity in their marriage. Yes, so and that it's making her feel so uncomfortable in the marriage, and sometimes people say that Two Face abused Annie Idibia. And the streets say it's maybe as a result of he being into drugs. Maybe Two Face, this thing that you're telling people to stop, doing drugs, and you're asking the enforcement law body what to actually strengthen the fight against drug abuse. You now you're a corporate. Yes, the streets say, the street said you are a corporate. So it's now that maybe your mind is back on track and you're actually maybe finally back on track to your senses. And so, well, yes. So that's it for you from the camp of 2face Idibia. But yes, let me actually read more comments after 2face said their story or talked about it. So funny reaction. So one actually posted. This is from Emmanuel Sakodia. He said, "Baba, we respect you, Pa, but please, next time when you're talking, practice what you preach, or preach what you practice actually." And this one is coming for Yemi. Yemi Baba is also saying, boss, good call, but make una not talk make una not talk what you know they preach, or make una not preach what you know they talk. See this video and picture where they see for my phone top. See as person they smoke as if them they smoke them for fire. So yes, Two Face there. They're saying you are a heavy culprit to smoke and drug abuse, and so when you're asking them to stop being into drugs, you yourself you have to practice what you preach. So yes, I was talking about I chipped in Annie Idibia and some kinds of reactions she actually comes out to preach during some smooth swings she has in her marriage. And so apparently Annie Idibia has 2 kids with Two Face Idibia, and it was alleged that Two Face cheated outside their marriage and had gone to actually bring out 2 other kids into the marriage, and so he actually went out to have kids. So though people are saying Annie Idibia is not pretty enough, or Two Face Idibia does not even love Annie Idibia so much, and so if Annie is still talking in the marriage that Two Face is not being faithful in the marriage, it's better she packs out of the marriage. But we don't know why Annie Idibia is still in the marriage. Well, you don't know. Maybe money, changes or does the magic in the marriage. And so yes, maybe that's the reason Annie Idibia is still in the marriage. And so yes, Nigeria is going to the polls next month, and barely 36 days or 35 days to the polls. Well, we just can't wait for the elections. Some people too are saying that, well, Two Face is actually sounding like a politician. These politicians, when they are not in politics, they do all the dirty stuffs, and when it's time for them to campaign time, they try to talk all the sweet talk and all of that. And so Two Face now is actually acting like a politician. Well, I don't know. So Two Face, you better practice what you preach. So that's it for the news here on Daily Trends with me, Eric Mello. We bring you more. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Please comment and let me know what your views and opinions are. Catch you same time.